Critical feminism. Among the strands of critical theory are feminists, who argue that studying gender involves more than just counting women in elite positions or cataloging programs targeting women. Rather, gender permeates all international structures. International relations, with an emphasis on states and international organizations engaged in diplomacy and war, denigrates the roles of homes, families, and communities. Studying international relations as exclusively the public domain means that a whole range of private home activity is simply ignored, even though it is at the heart of development, human rights, human security, and identity. Critical feminists are especially interested in highlighting how contemporary international economic rules, as enforced by the wealthy states, the IMF, the private bond rating agencies such as Standard & Poor's, and the private investors generally, create a unique burden on women. They argue that a neoliberal capitalist model of economic governance puts pressure on states to reduce social spending and reduce protections on local goods from foreign competition, with the immediate result that the poor are exposed to the ravages of global competition. Critical theorists see women as particularly vulnerable to exploitation when the public sector fails to provide essential services or is adversely affected by globalization. They point to the fact that the overwhelming majority of trafficked persons are women. Women experience a double exploitation due to the way the world economy is defined and managed. Even the mainstream of women in developed programs, as advocated by liberal feminists, is too often overwhelmed, they argue, by the grand strategy of promoting economic liberalism and austerity. Critics, including other feminists, have challenged the misogynistic tone of some critical feminist writing, arguing that the exploitative structure they describe is not automatically the fault of men, but that both women and men are part of the problem and part of the solution. In particular, neoliberal economists emphasize the importance of the market forces as a means of disciplining states in promoting the effective use of resources, both of which will benefit all citizens.